it's like you pick this spot on the map and you call it the best place to retire, and all of a sudden it's got all this inflow. In and of itself, it becomes the exact reason why you wouldn't want to move there. By all means, we are not discussing tourism. Rather, we are discussing upturning your life, selling everything, and moving to a country just because somebody else said it's the best thing to do for you. Hi everybody, this is Frank and Angie, professional life hackers. Today we're talking about 3 good reasons not to move to Portugal right now. Now, this is definitely not a bash Portugal video. Portugal is beautiful. I'm sure there's a lot of things to enjoy about Portugal. This is just to give you a balanced view to the just unabashed vested interest promotion that is out there. So the first good reason is that this is 2019 and it has been named the best place to retire in the world. Why not go there based on that? Well, if you're new to the channel, then you might not know that we have lived through the best place to retire bubble. We have lived through that bubble in Cuenca, Ecuador, starting from 2011. And so we are very well aware of what goes on in these bubbles and all of the vested interest and the bloggers and the magazines that jump on the bandwagon to convince people that this is the best decision in the world to move lock, stock, and barrel to some place where everybody else, millions of people perhaps, that are over the internet being exposed to this idea. And so it just causes people to, it's like you pick this spot on the map and you call it the best place to retire, and all of a sudden it's got all this inflow, and in and of itself, it becomes the exact reason why you wouldn't want to move there. Okay, number 2, because you've been told it's cheap. This is related to the first one, but has its own aspect to it in the sense that someone else is telling you it's cheap. But what is cheap relative to what? What is it that is cheap? What is cheap anyway? Or best place to retire on a budget, or reasonable, or whatever. Those are all very subjective terms. Somebody from big city North America, like our favorite places. I'm not being facetious. I actually like New York. I've been there for about a week, and it's fun, but I wouldn't want to live there. Nothing against New Yorkers or the people, but I just wouldn't live in New York, and I wouldn't live in LA. I used to live in LA, by the way, so I've lived in both places, in LA and in New York. So I'm very well aware. And so who is it that it's cheap for? For them, because 90% of the rest of the world is cheap to them. So, for somebody from, I don't know, Tennessee, probably not that cheap. And especially after it's been named best place to retire and the place starts bubbling. And number 3 is because you don't know Portuguese and you probably won't learn it. Why do I say that? Well, the majority of expats never learned Spanish when they went to Ecuador. They don't learn Spanish when they go to Panama, and I doubt they're going to learn Italian if they go to Italy. So now, for those of you that do learn the language, thumbs up to you. I think you're doing a great job. And for those of you that would like to do things like that, I support you for your willingness, and I appreciate that at least you have a willingness. Now, as to going to other countries and not speaking the language for the rest of your life, well, that is a choice, and I'm just saying, I'm not judging it. I'm just saying that it is a choice and it does have consequences. And not speaking the language is one of the main foundational issues that to this issue of bubble making, bubble creating, and just frothy prices all the way around anywhere these kinds of groups end up being. And so we recommend that you always do your own research. Never rely on glossy postcards or any other vloggers that are unabashedly promoting places without giving you the full story, and at least the complete story. Let's put it that way. And so always do your own research, do your own investigation, and before you make a lifetime commitment, lock, stock, and barrel, sell everything and go somewhere, make sure you understand where you're going, because even when you do that, there are bound to be blind spots. You can do all the studying and figure it out 90%, but there's always going to be a 10% that you aren't going to know until you get there. No matter how many other people are already there and you talk to them, you know, there's always going to be a small element there, a small percentage that is an unknown. And it happens to everybody, even us. So it's just part of the way things are in life, and you just understand it in advance. So if you don't do your due diligence, you're going to have a lot more than 10%. Think about that. So hey, if you like the video, you know what to do. Hey guys, a video course I've been talking about, saving you big bucks every month in the States or abroad. It is ready to go, and I know that a lot of you guys are wasting $1,000 a month on average. The good news is that I help people by showing them how to save $500 or $1,000 a month and put that back into your budget and your retirement. How could that help you retire early? Or would it help you take your retirement back? If you would like to know how some of these things could work for you, as it is different for everyone, I'd like to schedule a chat with you to discuss how we could potentially save you $500 to $1,000 a month. So please click the link below if that sounds interesting to you, and schedule a chat with us. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening, and have a very nice day.